How's everybody doing? It's Sunday, and I did promise to have a live chat with, my subscribers. I finally got the laptop operable so that we can start doing the Patreon and I start commuting with my Patreon subscribers. And also, the Vimeo is also being taken care of so that you guys can buy the videos part 2 and part 3 of compatibility and incompatibility of signs. So I've been in the background, putting all that together because all of that was destroyed. And of course, dealing with the politics of the school, and doing readings and backups. And I'm happy to say that I'm up to date. My angel donor, Christine, I know that you prepare for a birth chart and you don't know the birth time and you're trying to find it on your own. Let me help you. A birth chart can still be calculated if you don't have the birth time. The astrologer will do that. That's why he's a professional. Okay? So I will calculate the exact birth time for you. We know how to do it without having that critical information. Okay? So please call me so that I can do your chart tonight. It'll be a lot of fun. You're my angel donor. Because of you, I was able to get back on track. With the tablets and laptops, and it has been really great for the business. Thank you so much and continue to donate. It's been rough. It's been rough. The storm that hit Homestead was devastating. Just devastating. Hey, there's my chat. There is my chat. Okay, let me see who's here. Well, I'm having a little mango vodka. It's my last drink. Guys, I don't know what's going on in this apartment. I have not heard from my roommate in 4 weeks. You saw that, right? There's an entity in this house. This man, from what I was told by the neighborhood, suffers from mental illness. And I witnessed it. But he's no longer here. Like he disappeared. And the authorities are looking for him. They came here. All 4 big officers, I think I told you, ransacked his bedroom looking for weapons. Somebody apparently told them that he was being hurt or assaulted. They got my ID, they looked me up, I was fine, but now he has been declared missing. But I was here. I witnessed some of the psychotic episodes this poor man went through. So, and I was paying rent. So that was out the picture, that was out the window. So I'm here waiting for the agency to put me in another 1-bedroom because it's 2-bedroom, right? But I haven't heard from them either. It's really weird, really strange. I tell you, the experiences that I go through, unless I have a candle lit, I'm like anything else. My life is certainly not boring. I'll tell you that. In the live chat, I want to answer your questions. I do have rules. No astrological questions. What does it mean to have Jupiter and Leo in the third house? No, we won't do that. That has to be done by a birth chart consultation. Okay? Isolated aspects like that I won't do on the chat because it's a misnomer. Now, it may not be sticks and stones for you or somebody else. No questions concerning the occult in the sense that, well, what race lineage is this and that, because that takes time to discuss, and it'll take away from other people that may want to ask more simpler questions. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I will talk about direct people, because I know there's a few people in the chat that always ask the same kind of question. And I never answer because it's not something that you can answer in less than 20 minutes. Well, I will talk today about the mysteries of the Sphinx because it ties in with the age of Aquarius, which is externalized in the opposite polarity point of the sign of Leo, which is what we see when we go to Cheops, Egypt. Right? The Aquarian age was what gave rise to the Sphinx and the pyramids and all that. But that happened 26,000 years ago. The last time we went into a procession. Now we are going back to that same procession, but not the same experience. The Anunnaki of Sumer came 26,000 years ago, and they will return now. We've got an entire procession circle. If you were to examine world history 26,000 years ago, then we are looking at the age of Aquarius. Everything goes around, right? But externalized to the polarity point of Leo, which is why you have that Sphinx lining in Egypt to honor that constellation. But the age was Aquarius. Well, here, in this time, we are going to experience the age of Aquarius, but to its polarity point, which is Leo. And Leo rules many things, but it does rule drama, it does rule chaos, it rules children, teenagers. And it says in the Bible that one day the children shall rule the old. It's in the Bible. So we are definitely at the forefront of that. I also have to tell you that the age of Aquarius will be broken into 5 periods. And each period will give rise to a different philosophy within the 2,500 year stretch of Aquarius. And I've named what they are. But if you really want to know what the Aquarian age will be like, and I'm not saying that that's going to be now in the next 5, 6 years, it could be in the next 20, 30, 40 years. But I'm seeing the groundwork being placed now. Many of us astrologers and occultists, we're seeing it. We're seeing what's happening right in front of people's faces. And you have to watch the movie with Sarah Lawrence, The Hunger Games. You have to watch that movie. Pay close attention to that movie. Because I will be discussing and breaking it down exactly what that film is going to promise in the next coming 2,500 years. And that's happening now. The collateralization of humans, that's happening now. If you watch The Hunger Games, you're going to see the end result of a process that this country is doing now. Oh yes. There's 5 periods. And that film puts them all into one. It's a very dark film. It's a very dark film, and you can see the Leo energy. Pitching people against each other, or like the gladiators in the Roman times as an entertainment. Very Leo, barbaric. Here, you want to eat? Here's this bread, but go to the Colosseum and fight for it. Where the humans become dehumanized and become collateral for whatever government wants to do with them. And there's a lot going on here that parallels that film. And I will link it to specific situations that are happening now. All right. Then I'll talk about the direct people. And then I have downloads on the nature spirits. Specific information on nature spirits. And they're not spirits, of course. They're archons. Okay. Let's see. And if you guys want a reading, we're going to do a reading as well. You know, the 25 to 25 or the 150 if we have to do an extension. Okay? That, yeah, we can do in the live chat. Okay? Some of you might be interested in past life, and I can do that as well at the live chat. No charge. Donation, we'll always take that. And because I enjoy doing that with you. I just haven't had time. You know, the more I grow in popularity, the less accessible I will be. You know? And I do have other astrologers on board, but they don't want to deal with them. They only want to, the people want to only deal with me. Because I'm the oldest and most experienced. So I get that. But let's see who's here. Suji is the sidereal, the 26K year journey, while the tropic is where the axis point to now. No, it has nothing to do with that. Omnius Dark Power 125. Have you met your twin flame? Nope. Does God make same-sex twin flames like gay? I'm going to go with God won't interfere with it because it's your free will. Madame Charlie wrote 7. Thank you for understanding. Sushi. None of my professor said that in 13K years, the summer solstice will be in Namek. Does he mean by that? Did you ask him for specific questions? You have to ask specific questions because I don't know from what reference he's talking about. What Aether star? He said, what is a guaranteed fame aspect in astrology? The 10th house, the most elevated planet. Thank you, madam. I love you more. The 10th house is the house of fame and money, power, prestige, and also attention. You get attention. If you have a planet that's very elevated, very close to the 10th house, that will be enough, especially if it has isolating aspects to bring about some kind of recognition that you can call fame. The Hunger Games, when Katniss shot the arrow through Dawn, was my favorite part. Sinofo, the right hand. Uncle, the opposite keep resetting the rules. How do we establish sovereignty over our own lives without compromising ourselves? By completely ignoring them. Ignoring what the ops are doing, don't let it affect you, and remain neutral. Hi, Helen. Fernando, thank you. Thank you. Love you, Uncle Fernando. Christine, yes, Christine, please call me so I can do your chart. I do know how to calculate the birth chart without the birth time. We know how to do that. You know, it's work, but you'll have fun with it because I'm going to teach you how to do it together. Okay. Thank you so much, Esther. Yes, I'm doing well. Madame Charlie wrote, said, my question, should I give up? I'm really tired with people not understanding me. Or will give up what? You left the noun out. Give up what? You don't have to deal with people for now. Doesn't mean that you won't re-engage later. You might need a breather. I did. I took a breather. I took almost a week and a half off. And it did me a world of good because, I have to come to terms with the fact that I am rather famous. And I have, all kinds of people that want requests and readings. And it got to the point where I will have to get a management team aside from what I already have to make sure that everybody's, is needs are met in that way. And you have all kinds of people. Not everyone is good. Not everyone is innocent. It's a sacrifice. For you to feel this way, you have to be already yourself in some kind of public spotlight or exposure. You're very young. I'm assuming you're young. So I don't like to see you renunciate your participation with humanity so young, But you might need a breather. Take a space off. Take time off for a minute. Recalibrate yourself. And you'll be okay. And if people don't understand you, then that means that you are a member of the chosen ones. And you are not to be understood by the average human being. But that's something that you're going to have to accept on your own without any aid from anybody else, including me. Okay? And I mean, I kind of feel for you because I've been through these same phases. No, Fernando, I am a werewolf. Oh, keep that to yourself, though. Don't let too many people know about that. So, and as a werewolf, you got certain gifts. Uh huh. Oops. Oops. No, 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 no. Okay. Kayla Soto. How are you? Helen, is your number on your website? Can we contact you? I give my number all the time. See, that's an Uber video. When I finish, I give the number. 281-690-8825. I give it verbal in the air. That really tickles me when people say, is your number on the side? I say the number openly. I know. Yeah, rockstar, a fierce dancer. Oh, you should teach dance lesson. I love dancing. Oh my God, that is where I find God. I was dancing earlier. I was putting on some music. And you know, my Tito Rodriguez, my cha-cha-cha, my mambo, you know, it does bring my spirits up. And it brings up vibration. So if you feel blue, down, and you know that it's not your energy, put on some music, whatever music you like, because music raises vibrations. And whoever is attacking you, that energy automatically gets sent back. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! The chart of successful singers, I see a very strong fifth house, which is the house of Leo, right? And Leo rules the entertainment industry, acting, theater, the film industry, music, all that falls under Leo. So Leo, and also the North Node in Leo, I've seen that a lot. Helen's from Colombia, la VIMEO. I am very comfortable. You know, I'm a Virgo, don't forget, the hermit. So I do well by myself. Helen, I will go with you running to go to a dance club. I've been dying to find one. I really have been dying to find one. You know, Latin, you know. Ooh, this is what it is burning here. It's burning. Ooh. Ooh. I'm telling you that it's either too cold or too hot. Ooh. I would love to leave the door open, but then the damn flies and mosquitoes come in. You know. But it's a beautiful day. Nice and sunny. But I need to get some air. Okay, let me close that door. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I like my little ball, but sometimes it gets very, very hot. But that's kind of like Houston weather. You have to kind of like get used to it, you know? Okay. So let me sit here on the couch with the last of my drink. There we go. There you go. I like to be comfortable. You know, I'm so happy to be in a space where I can, enjoy my solitude, enjoy my peace. But there is something's gonna jump off. Something's gonna jump off, and I have to be prepared for it because even though it's nice and peaceful, uh, I'm not getting any kind of rent stubs. You know, the light's been paid for before he disappeared. I hope nothing really happened to him. The agency is not contacting me or coming by. It's just weird. It's just weird. Oh, and then of course you got the flight to mosquito, and I don't know how they get in. I talk to them. Listen, I don't want to have to kill you. But you gotta get out of here because then they bother you. See, I really don't have an issue with them unless they come. Sometimes they come in your face. They try to get in your nose and in your mouth. And I'm like, oh no, we ain't doing that. Yeah. Well, let me talk about the red people. The red people, we don't know how specifically they originated, but my archons tell me that they were infused with other extraterrestrial beings. The extraterrestrial beings that came to our planet, and this happened during the Polarian epoch, where our planet was not formed yet. It was still blob-like, and parts of it, especially in the middle part of the planet, the centrifugal force was so fast because the speed of our planet today wasn't like that before. It was speeding fast, and chunks of it was falling into space from the central mass. Okay, I did mention in my anthropological series that human beings lived even then at that point. And so did dinosaurs and all kinds of stuff in the poles where there was crustaceans, which is what we call it the Polarian epoch. However, there were other beings that came here and also lived in the poles. And they mixed with humans, early humans, and gave humans a particular form, like the two hands and the two legs, eyes. Because remember, we did not have these things. We were blob ourselves, with the pineal gland being the only thing that was a guide in which, it was like a blob. We were like a blob. And in order to protect ourselves from predators, and here we have the pineal gland, which we have to this very day. The Adam and Eve story was not part of the evolution of the red people. They bypassed the Adam and Eve situation. These were beings. We don't know much about these beings, but they became encapsulated onto the planet's force field, the planet's vibrational field. These beings either volunteered to stay or they got caught into the atmosphere of the planet. and therefore they had to evolve with the planet. But they are separate from the Adam and Eve story, which lets us know as occultists that the Adam and Eve story was not the first origin of humanity. This is what the church teaches us that it was. But if we do further research and study, no. That came after, much later. But humanity was still, it wasn't humanity. It really wasn't. It was an infiltration of extraterrestrial beings that helped elevate humanity in the way that it is today. And this is not talked about at all. And unless you're an occultist, you're not going to have empirical data or evidence to prove it. However, we know it's true because the red people, they became like stewards of the earth at that time. They were red, not because they come from a planet where it's red. They were red because they spend most of the time inside the earth, what we call Middle Earth. And they were the ones kind of like fueling and help evolve the planet, which eventually will be, like a globe. They were like, the Titanic, the movie, where they show, the lower levels, and these were Irishmen that were putting coals inside, so like that the ship can run. That's what the people were like. They took care of the grunt work, to the churning of the wheel to allow the ship to run. No? So that's the same concept, talking about the red people, and they lived in caves deep inside the bowels of the earth. We know that they were not human because no human can support that kind of pressure. When you look at them, they like crimson red, but their eyes almost resemble the stars in the heavens, and it looks very evil, very evil, that very Luciferian, where you don't want to look at them like, ooh, that's not human. No, it's almost like they took the form of what would later be humans to the Adam and Eve fable, and they were kind of like imposters. Many occultists to this day believe that they're still here inside the Middle Earth. And others believe that they perished over time. Yeah. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. You know what? I might need to get Mr. Magoo. Where is Mr. Magoo? Because I left the table. And left Mr. Magoo. I would like to invite. Oh my goodness, I would love it. I'd be there hitting it, running. Absolutely. Okay. See, my teeth are growing. They're growing. God, the source. The source. God is real. Okay. I'm going to do a collective reading. Then I'm going to come back to the chat. I'll be in and out, Okay? That way I don't waste the stream. Okay, guys? See you in a minute. Oh.